Oh, hello. Everyone, before the video, I want to promote OTAKU coverings. They have high quality iPhone cases that show amazing detailed art of the anime that we love. These cases are awesome and they are super low in price. I mean, look at the quality of these cases. And they're all below $12. So they do have fast shipping, and if you need help, you can contact them, and they are extremely friendly, and these guys work very hard. And I mean, the quality of these cases are absolutely crazy. So please, check these guys out. The link is down in the description below. Check it out and buy one. Now let's get into the video. What's going on, you guys? Major Dragon here, and today we're going to be doing What If Goku was reborn with all of his powers and memories part 4. Now before the video starts, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Let's reach 10,000 subscribers, and make sure to check me out on Twitter, Discord, and my Patreon. Now let's get into the video. Now since Goku has helped Majin Buu, the events of the Cell Saga doesn't happen, since remember, Dr. Gero is gone, so there's no androids nor Cell, meaning no future Trunks as well, and there is no horrible future. Now at the same time, there will sadly be no Android 18 for Krillin, and Krillin's gonna have to be single, but we'll just say for what it purposes, that Krillin does actually find a girlfriend. Of course it's not 18. But now, pretty much the same thing was similar within the 7 years would happen the exact same. And now, yes, Goku per se would get the heart virus the exact same. I do believe that, but Goku knows of the heart virus, and he knows when he's pretty much going to get it. So when it happens, he's going to be around Whis, and he's already told Whis about it. So Whis will actually heal Goku, and Goku will be perfectly fine. So there's no need to worry about that. Now, during these 7 years, Goten would still be born, but now remember, this Goku is alive, so he would spend most of his time with Chi-Chi and his family. As in Deep Space, Cooler walks out of the time chamber that he found on planet, similar to Frieza's finding. Remember, in the manga, Frieza actually found a time chamber, really odd, but he found a time chamber in one of the planets that he took over, and he trained in there for over 10 years. Which is like insane. Pretty much is 10 days outside if the same chamber works the same way as the normal one does on Kami's Lookout, but we don't really know. But we just know that he trained for 10 plus years, which is absolutely insane. Frieza is one of the most busted characters in Dragon Ball. He probably is the most busted character in Dragon Ball, if we're being honest. So, Cooler, I would say, has the more potential than his brother, potentially. I think, I'm just going to say for what it purposes that Cooler actually does have more potential. He's the older brother, and even before Frieza and him trained, which they never trained before anyway, in the original Dragon Ball, they never trained in the day in their lives. Cooler was a little bit weaker than his brother at full power, but he had a 5th form, which he did gain. He said his like battle form for their species. So I do believe that Cooler maybe has superior potential to Frieza, but I think it goes hand in hand. So you just say as you wish, does Cooler have higher potential than Frieza, or does Frieza have a higher potential than Cooler? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Now, as for Cooler, he walked out of the chamber as he was in there for years, as he felt stronger than ever. And he's ready to destroy Son Goku and any other Saiyan in his way. And any other Saiyan alive for that matter. Even if they're half Saiyans, he does not care. He wants to completely kill off all Saiyans so they are not alive, and he can then regain his control over the entire universe. But he does know from soldiers who are keeping up to date with him that he is hanging around the God of Destruction, Beerus. But now Cooler, I think, is not really cocky and stupid like Frieza. He's a bit more cool and collected. And he knows how powerful Beerus is. And he knows that he doesn't know if he can take Beerus on. And it would be foolish to take Beerus on right now. He needs to handle the Saiyans first. Then he might continue training. And then he might go after Beerus. But maybe he won't. Because he doesn't really have any beef with Beerus. Unless Beerus gets in his way. But now he thinks that it's going to be foolish to go there all by himself, as he thinks that he needs to find the other Saiyan. Any other Saiyan that could be a pawn, or another fighter that he could find, as he would ask his soldiers, and the soldiers would find out about Planet Vampa, and they would actually find Broly there, alongside Paragus, who told him that he wants revenge on Vegeta, as Cooler thinks the Saiyan is strong enough, with some little training, he can be a really good weapon to use. Not to mention, he is pretty, barbaric and was not that intelligent, he'll easily follow commands. Not to mention, Paragus, he listens to his father, and Paragus wants revenge against Vegeta. And Vegeta's the Saiyan that he wants to kill. So he thinks, why don't I kill two birds with one stone? I'll kill Prince Vegeta, Broly can have Prince Vegeta, and I can handle Goku, so I don't have to fight both of them, because he knows how powerful they are. So, and he thinks that Broly is more powerful enough to be able to take on Vegeta. It'll be really good, I wish you to have. But now, he would do little training with Broly to see how far can he push Broly before Broly would snap, crackle, and pop. And he was amazed by the Saiyan's potential. Now, he was able to teach Broly how to control his power a little bit better. As he was ready, the ship lands in the large city. As Goku senses it, the Z fighters would go, as it was Goku, Gohan, and Piccolo who stand there. As Cooler walks out, they thought it was Frieza, but Goku thinks he looks different. As Cooler states who he is, and that Frieza was his brother, and now he is here to end the Saiyans, to have the family's honor, as he brought a present for Goku, as it was shocked to see Broly there, as Cooler told the Brute Saiyan to handle Vegeta and the other Z fighters. As Cooler wants Goku for himself, Goku says to the others to handle Broly together, and he will fight Cooler on his own. As they land at a river with a waterfall, pretty much like the original, Goku was in base form, as Cooler was in his similar final form. They would clash, trading blows back and forth. Very similar to like the original, where they had a little like intermission fight for like round one. They're trying to trade it back and forth. And Cooler was impressed by the Saiyan. Cooler thinks that, wow, this Saiyan, I can see why he defeated my brother. But as a child as well is weird. But now Cooler states that he wants to see Goku's real power, as he knows that Goku is holding back a lot. Goku states that he can sense Cooler is holding back as well, so why don't Saiyans go first? Now Goku would showcase Super Saiyan Blue, as Goku doesn't know how powerful Cooler is, but he can sense a mountain of power hidden within him, like it's the tip of the iceberg. Cooler would showcase his full power in his final form, which would shock Goku at how powerful he is. And then Cooler would go into his fifth form. And Goku would be shocked that there's actually a fifth form, and this form was really powerful. As Cooler would charge in, the two would begin fighting. Cooler was actually on equal terms with Goku near Super Saiyan Blue, but Cooler, I believe, would actually be a little bit above Blue Goku, but they were pretty much about even. As Goku would be struggling to keep up with Cooler, as the tail was another issue, Goku reminds himself that Frieza's tail is a really dangerous weapon, and Cooler can know how to use it. So they would begin trading blows back and forth. Now, as for the Broly side, Vegeta was handling Broly, slapping him around in the beginning, but then Gohan and Piccolo noticed that, hey Vegeta, you need to end him now, because his potential is rising non-stop and his power continues to rise. He's learning as he's fighting. And then Broly would go into his Akari state, which Vegeta would then be in Super Saiyan Blue. And Vegeta would then start battling him, as, remember, for Gohan and Piccolo, they would actually join in and try to help Vegeta, who doesn't really want that help, since you know how Vegeta is. He's a prideful Saiyan and wants to fight his battles alone, but they say that Broly is growing at a way too fast rate. This is not safe. Now, in this What If, I even think with a little bit of training, and not to mention too, with 3 really OP people attacking him, Broly would actually shatter his limits and he would actually turn into a Super Saiyan. Now, during their fight, Goku would actually sense Broly's power, and he was shocked about it. And Goku thinks that he knows that the guys can hold their own, as he dodged a punch by Cooler, who said to focus on him and not on the Saiyan Brute. As back onto Vegeta, Gohan, and Piccolo, they would begin fighting this crazed Broly, who's starting to tear Vegeta apart pretty much, but then Vegeta says that we don't have a choice now, this Broly is going crazy. As this Broly would go into his full power state, and his power was insane. Vegeta would then tap into his Ultra Ego. As Gohan and Piccolo nod to each other, they say it's now time that we show off our training together, Piccolo, and Piccolo nods. As remember, people have been waiting for this. Piccolo has been training for years on end, learning his people and learning new power. Power that he never thought was possible. As Piccolo turned into Orange Piccolo, which is really kind of like a bland name, but you get what I mean. The big buff Orange Piccolo. And Gohan would actually showcase Beast Gohan, or his Beast form. Why? Because I love the form so much. Gohan would showcase off his form, which Goku would sense all the 3 guys' power, and he was proud about how powerful they had become. Now, with all three of them attacking Broly, I don't think that Broly doesn't have much of a chance against all three of them at the same time. I do feel like it would be a really tough battle still, and Broly would definitely do a number on them because he continues to grow in power, but I do believe that Broly would still lose. And he would not be killed, as Gohan says not to kill him, as he doesn't sense that Broly's a bad guy. Broly will be knocked out in his base form, as the three fighters who were exhausted would fly off to go see Goku, who was struggling against Cooler. But now Cooler, with a little bit of battle damage alongside Goku, would state, "This is not getting us anywhere. How about we throw all the cards on the table for a real match?" And Goku would turn into his Mastered Ultra Instinct, and he would begin the beatdown on Cooler, as Cooler remembers his brother talking about this form and how dangerous it is. As Cooler could not land a hit on Goku, Cooler was running out of options what to do, but then Cooler would then start laughing. As Goku was confused, he would ask him, "Why are you laughing?" As Cooler stated, "Because you're a fool, and if you really think that this is my real power, don't make me laugh." As then, the sky would begin to turn dark, as red lightning would start shooting around in the air. Goku was confused, as Cooler's power begins to rise uncontrollably and skyrocketing to levels he's never seen before. Cooler, in his fifth form, would grow a little bit more in size, and a bit more muscle mass, and his skin would turn into a black color, and his eyes would start glowing red, and almost like fire was coming out of his eyes. Cooler would turn into Black Fifth Form Cooler, which is a mouthful. This is the same form that Frieza just unlocked in the new manga called Black Frieza. This form is extremely powerful, extremely powerful. Goku was shocked to see this form, as Cooler was giant. Cooler, well, I would even say, is probably 12 feet tall plus, easily. But now, Cooler would appear and one-shot Goku to the ground before he could even react. Even in Ultra Instinct, Goku would fall to the ground, as Goku was in shock by how powerful he was. This Cooler guy is way more powerful than even Frieza was. This is not good at all. As Vegeta would then charge in alongside Goku, Piccolo, and Gohan, as Goku would turn into his true Ultra Instinct, or his TUI, all four of them would get beat up pretty much as bad as Broly did in Dragon Ball Z when he beat down the entire Z Fighter gang. Cooler was too powerful for them, they were running out of options. It even had Beerus standing up, as Beerus was sensing this fight from the distance, as Beerus thinks that he might need to get involved if this Cooler creature continues to power up like that, because it's actually affecting the entire universe, rippling. But now Beerus holds back, as he thinks that the Saiyans have something up their sleeve. But now Gohan has an idea. Gohan states, "Well, Dad, you need to do that fusion thing again." Now obviously, Vegeta's not gonna even agree to do fusion ever again, and Goku thinks that he doesn't even think that this fusion will be enough to defeat Cooler. As they need to think about something, and they need to think about it fast. As Goku has an idea. It's a pretty dumb idea, but at least it's something. All the Z Fighters and more can give Goku energy. As who is the most powerful person here? It is Goku. So they need to give Goku all of their energy, very similar to what they did against Broly, and this might be able to give Goku the edge. Maybe. As Goku can sense something off was with Cooler, but Goku keeps it in his mind for right now, as he doesn't want to say anything yet. As Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, and Ultra Ego Vegeta give all their power to Goku, he would then have a purplish aura, as his hair would be a bit more longer and more Super Saiyan-ish in color, and he would actually have orange eyes. Goku had three different levels of power in his body and their energies, and he would then begin to battle Black Cooler. And now, Goku was still at a loss, as Cooler was way too powerful for Goku. And we all know this. Cooler was way too strong for Goku, even with the buff that Goku has, and not even Fusion can defeat Cooler right now. Not even Gogeta can defeat Cooler right now. I'm gonna say this, and I believe that Cooler is near the level of Beerus, or he is above Beerus, because he is way more powerful than even Black Frieza. But we have not seen Beerus' full power yet, so we don't truly know, and I'm not going to gauge it just yet. But Goku remembers something very similar to what his brother Frieza did, and his mistake. As Goku would get the beatdown of his life, And I mean just as bad as when Broly beat down on Goku in the Dragon Ball Z movie, the legendary Super Saiyan. As Goku was screaming in pain, Gohan, Piccolo, and Vegeta could not do nothing but just watch in horror as Goku was getting pummeled pretty much to death. As Beerus was getting ready to go, Whis says, "Hold on, my lord, do you sense that too?" And Beerus will stop and say, "I understand what Goku's doing, but it's a pretty bold move." As member, Goku would start attacking Cooler back again. And this time, it would actually be a bit more even. Reason why: Cooler is confused on how Goku is getting more powerful, and Goku states, "It's actually kind of the opposite. I'm not getting any stronger, you're getting weaker." As Cooler was confused on what this means, Goku states, "So you tell me that as soon as you got this form, you instantly came to Earth to fight me." And Cooler says, "And what if I did?" Goku states, "Well, you never trained in this form for that long, so you do not know how the draining of this form works. So pretty much, you're running out of gas. And this form, you're actually getting weaker every single second. This is no different than your brother's mistake." As Cooler obviously thinks that this is ridiculous, Cooler can never lose. Cooler will begin to start fighting Goku again, and it would be a very heated battle. This would remind us of when Super Saiyan Goku fought Full Power Frieza during the Red Destroyed Namek saga, when they were just clashing back and forth. They were pretty much dead even at this point, but Cooler started losing power. Goku would slowly start getting the edge over in the fight, and it would then get to the point to where Cooler wasn't much of a challenge anymore, even in his black form. As Goku states, "Cooler, this is the end for you. Your form cannot sustain anymore." Cooler would try everything he can, as Goku would then put the beat down on Cooler, beating him out of his black form, and Cooler would then be in his final form, and Cooler doesn't have much of a choice. He's going to try to blow up the planet. But Goku knows how Frieza works, and if Cooler's a similar way, he already knows. And Goku would then tell the rest of the Z Gang, as who, I think over this time of the entire fight, they would have enough energy for one final attack. They would all go into their final forms, and they would all shoot their final attack. Gohan with the Masenko, Piccolo with the Special Beam, Vegeta with the Final Flash, and Goku with the Kamehameha, all forming together, completely obliterating Cooler, as Cooler was defeated. As Beerus was laying in the chair, Beerus was like, "Huh, I guess they did alright after all." As Whis was smiling, seeing how well they actually did when they all worked together to defeat Cooler. Now, as for Broly, they would actually not kill Broly, and his father is actually still alive. Now, I do feel like Paragus would try to tell Broly to keep on attacking Vegeta, but Goku would convince Broly that, "Listen, we're not bad guys at all. We're actually really good guys." And he would actually try to convince Paragus, and I do feel like maybe Paragus would maybe calm down a little bit, as he doesn't have much of a choice. His son lost fair and square, and he can't really do nothing about it, so he'll just accept defeat, and he'll swallow the past, as Vegeta is not his father. And Vegeta would even bow a little bit to Paragus and even apologize for what his family has done, and he knows that it's unforgivable, but I am not my father, I'm a new man with my own family, so I know how much it means to love your child. This would shock Paragus, as King Vegeta was never like this, so Paragus would let it go. And Goku would shake Broly's hand and say that, "Hey Broly, we need to train some more, because you're really freaking strong. So how about we go rest up, eat some good food, and how about we get to training, just you and me?" As Broly would smile as he has a bunch of new friends now. Finally, there was peace on Earth. For now. And that is it for this What If, you guys. Thank you all for watching. Let's get to 10,000 subscribers, and I will talk to you all later.